Pokemon Scarlet and Violet are definitely some interesting games in the Pokemon franchise, and then they come out with this DLC that I never thought I'd actually play, and here I am playing the Indigo Disk, and here is my experience. So we start off by getting a phone call from Professor Clavel. Honestly, you know what? Not my favorite guy ever, but here we go. He tells us that we basically have to go to this Blueberry Academy. God even knows why it's called that, but we're gonna have to go meet with an old friend of his. We meet this guy who's actually dripped the heck out, and his name is Cyrano. He's pretty dang cool. So I guess he just wants me to go to his school and become this awesome person thanks to Carmine? Carmine? I don't even know how to pronounce her name, let's be honest, no one does. And that officially starts our journey of the Indigo Disk. We get to this school, which is completely blue. Like, no wonder it's called Blueberry Academy. I don't even understand why this guy went this way. But we meet this chick named Lacey. Now, she looks kind of cool. Cool character design. We like that. We love cool character designs. And then she tries one-upping us by telling us that Pokemon Terrasilize there. And then the professor dude's like, hey, yeah, we're gonna one-up you. And it was just like, what the heck? He then proceeds to battle me, but actually knowing my pure skill and intentions in this game, being the coolest champion ever, I absolutely destroy her with my all over-leveled Pokemon. I don't know why they don't level cap, they honestly should, although I guess they were level like 74 to 75, so maybe that helps her out, but let's be honest, we all know who won the battle here. That would be me. That leads me to then check out how big the map is, and honestly, for a DLC, this map is pretty huge. I actually really like how it's split into 4 parts, even though they eventually tell me that the whole world is artificial and it's, like, fake. But you know what? That's okay. Rich people's schools do that sometimes. It's alright. I'm including this clip here because I thought it was really funny, because I just say whisper whisper, and that's actually what my character says, and she's like, what? Lacey then starts to explain to me barbecues. I didn't know that Pokemon had barbecues, but that's really cool. Honestly, I think barbecues are pretty cool. I like ribs personally, that's just my favorite, but everyone's attuned to their own opinions, and barbecues are freaking cool. And this brings me to my favorite part. He calls me my love, my one true love, Carmine. She's just so wonderful. How could anybody hate her? Then I spent about actually probably 30 minutes trying to catch a single Minior, and I don't know why it took that long. And then it happens. I finally meet her for the second time. Look at her. She is just so elegant. I mean, even though she's not facing me right now, but that's okay. There's some random other person here, and we don't need to pay any attention to that person. Look how beautiful Carmine is. She's just look at her. She loves me. She totally does. Trust me. And then the moment finally comes where I'm supposed to beat Carmine in battle, which honestly, it didn't feel too great for me. Like, why would I want to beat her? She's so awesome and cool, and she's totally in love with me, and nothing else. But then I proceed to actually destroy her team, because again, there's no level cap, and all my Pokemon are way over leveled at this point. But she does mention Ogerpon, which is kind of cool. I didn't think that she would actually do that. Time here is actually a pretty easy sweep. She tries Terrasalizing. Although, this Pokemon is pretty cool that she's using. It's like a Matcha Tea Pokemon, and it's really cool. I just realized I said cool twice, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because Carmine is the coolest, and she is the hottest ever. But besides the point, yeah. So then I end up taking out her Scrafty and her Sinistcha, or Sinistchi. I don't even know what it's called at this point. Pokemon, there's like over 1,000 Pokemon. Give me a break. He ends up taking out my Ogerpon, which is kind of sad, but it's okay because I still have my shiny Pokemon out in battle, and then we just end up beating her. And then the time comes when she starts talking about Kieran, and let me tell you, this guy is tweaking. I mean, look at him. He is tweaking. Like, what is actually going on with this kid? Like, genuinely, I don't know what Pokemon was thinking, but he's, like, going insane. Like, look at his eyes. He looks like he hasn't slept in days. And then he, like, tells this guy that he's kicked out of his club just because he didn't battle. We end up meeting this other dude, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter because she said she's going to go with me to his club room, and that's all I wanted. She can follow me wherever she wants. Let's be real. We finally get to the club room, and at this point, I don't really know what's going on. This guy really wants me to join his club, and Carmine just really does not want me to, but I think she eventually ends up letting me do that. So, it's alright. And then they start talking about the BBL Elite Four. I don't even know. Raiden us to go meet him in the cafeteria to go chat about things, and then Carmine just starts talking to me about dating. I mean, clearly, if she wants to date me, like, she totally could. I mean, they even have me explain it to her, and she's like, I know what it means. And I just thought that was really funny, and I like how Pokemon is adding modern culture into Pokemon games, unlike the old ones. But then it happens. She asked to come to my bedroom, and clearly we all know where this is going. After getting to my room and having a hefty makeup session, because we all know that's what happened, she starts to talk to me about how these rooms are way cooler than the ones at my other school, and honestly, I agree, it's alright. But then it, like, I don't even know what Pokemon was thinking. It's like they read my brain. They asked me to go to her room. Like, if she wants to get married, like, I'm okay with that. She then starts to explain to me that Kieran has been tweaking ever since they got back from the trip, and honestly, like, this kid, like, I guess he's like the BBL champion now or something. I don't even know, but she tells me that I've stayed the same, and it's good to know that she just cares about me so much. Like, and then she tells me that Drayton's a knucklehead and that I should just uppercut him in the face. And you know what? At this point, I kind of want to. I don't really like that guy. I don't trust him. After that, we explain to Drayton that he needs to chew his food because Drayton is clearly a 5-year-old and doesn't know what he's doing with his life. But besides that, then he explains to me that I'm just so cool and I can become the BBL champion. So clearly that is just so cool. And then the rest of the gang walks in, and these guys, what are these guys looking like? They're looking like a whole group of munchkin, like, colorful people. I don't even know. I mean, we know Lacey, but then the other person, I don't even know what they look like. They look like they're out of, like, I don't even know. And then they vote me out of becoming a BBL champion, but clearly Kieran's got my back, even though he's tweaking, and he's like, yes, he can join, because that means I get to battle him, and we all know I'm gonna whoop his ass later. We finally get out of the yee haircut, and we can finally move on with our lives. Kieran is just, like, itching to battle me. He wants me to join his BBL league, which is clearly just so awesome. We love that name. I don't know what Pokemon was thinking, but he's still tweaking. I mean, look at this kid's eyes. I'm gonna say that like 400 times, but I just know that I'm gonna one-shot most of his Pokemon when that time comes. This part right here, this part made me very upset. He tells Carmine to shut it after tweaking. Like, how dare you tell my precious Carmine that she should close her beautiful mouth, because she is just so special to me and I would never want her to feel hurt. And clearly she is hurt. But after that happens, they tell me that I can finally get a BBL, or sorry, I mean join the BBL, my bad. And they tell me that those 4 kids that we met are the Elite 4 members of this school, and I have to go beat them in the terrarium. It shows me where they are on the map, and of course they're in the 4 different sections. I kind of expected that at this point. And now it's time to take on the BBL Elite 4 League. And that will conclude this video. I hope you guys liked it. This is probably the first time I've recorded a YouTube video in a very long time. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitch. I'll put the link in the description so you can view this live, and I will see you guys next time.